Greetings everyone, I'm Monalisa Chaudhary, presently a third year BLLB student at National Law University and Judicial Academy, Assam. With a keen interest in the field of intellectual property rights, I applied for an internship with the FICCI IPR division and was fortunate enough to have secured one for the month of June 2020. I feel so grateful to have been given the opportunity to complete my internship at FICCI IPR division. I have learned so much and highly appreciate the time as well as efforts put forth by research associate Mr. Divyesh Srivastava in guiding us throughout the internship period. Working under the guidance of a cooperative as well as encouraging mentor like Divyesh sir has indeed made my internship experience fruitful as well as informative. We had the opportunity to work in diverse areas of IP and handle a variety of situations which included hosting webinars on behalf of FICCI. It was an incredible experience and the one which showed me that intellectual property is a real interesting career path to be pursued. Also, the enthusiastic and responsive nature of my co-interns have certainly motivated me a lot throughout the internship period, making the experience a really productive one. Moving forward, while working on various sectors of IP, I have come across a number of issues pertaining to the protection of intellectual property rights. Through this presentation, I would like to delve into one of the issues pertaining to copyright infringement. So, as the use of technologies over the years grew, several legal issues were set forth before the copyright laws which were unattended, new and challenging. One of these issues is the protection of online copyright infringements. As is known to all, intellectual property rights include copyrights, trademarks, patents, etc., which are pretty much vulnerable in the present day of digital world. However, violation of copyright is found to be more vulnerable compared to other intellectual property rights. To manipulate, distribute, and reproduce any copyrighted work in the digital world is pretty easy. Digital content can be combined, altered, mixed, manipulated, and perfect copies can be made for little cost. Thus, the digital technology undermining the distribution systems and increase unauthorized use of copyrighted works. Due to the innovation of technology, there will always be a change in the society which is dynamic in nature and thereby facilitate the internet technology to grow at a faster pace. Simultaneously, the said technology may be used for the exploitation in the form of infringement of copyright when there is an absence of proper checks and balances. Any work that is copyrighted may be circulated by using some basic tools of technology on cyberspace to disseminate or store or even use a copyrighted work, namely packet switching, caching, framing technology, linking, and email, which is nothing but a severe violation of copyrights. Now, talking about legal framework in India regarding protection of copyrights in cyberspace, the primary object of copyright law is to promote and protect the individual author's interest by providing recognition and economic returns through the law so that they can be encouraged to create new innovative works. However, with the emerging technology, the printing by copying has increased, more particularly in the cyber world, with anonymity, thereby fixing the liability on anyone. The Copyright Act of 1957 included any creative works, literary works, etc., which are protected from being copied without prior permission from the copyright holder. Information that flows through the internet entails numerous practical problems, as it can be modified, distributed, and passed on, as the cyber world is of course not limited by geographical boundaries. Hence, the internet permits rampant copyright infringements online. Preventing the copyright violations in the cyberspace is very difficult, as The Information Technology Act 2000 was designed and formulated in the pre-digital technology period. Therefore, it could be said that the IT Act 2000 has not adequately tackled and curbed the copyright violations in the cyberspace. While technology is moving in an amazed pace, it has become the need of the hour to come up with the new and innovative digital technology to restrain unauthorized use of any copyrighted work in the cyberspace. Further, intruding into one's copyrighted work would certainly cause a huge economic loss, as well as it is a grave violation of the copyright law. Therefore, to tackle this issue, the Technological Protection Measures (TPM) was introduced at the international level to provide extensive safety to the proprietary works from digital piracy via cryptography and passwords. It adopts two measures. One is Access Control Technology (ACT) and the other is Copy Control Technology, which is CCT. However, there is a downside to this as well, as it enables unauthorized users to frame technical solutions, which can counter TPM. As a response to the same, the World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO, has formulated two crucial treaties. They are WIPO Copyright Treaty (WCT) and the other is WIPO Performances and Phonograms Treaty (WPPT), which mandates its member countries to extend adequate legal protection for effective TPM in its national copyright legislations. So, to bring it in consonance with the WIPO Internet Treaties, that is WCT and WPPT, the Indian Copyright Act 1957 was amended in the year 2012. It can be said that the amended Act of 2012 is more conclusive and forward-looking in terms of tackling copyright challenges of digital technologies, especially those prevalent in the cyberspace. By removing certain restrictive clauses and phrases and by expanding the definitions of works like cinematograph films and sound recordings to include such works in any medium within their purview, the Act has certainly adapted itself to the digital era to a greater extent. With the passage of the Copyright Amendment Act 2012, the copyright regime in India does strengthen statutory protection available to authors to safeguard their rights both in offline as well as online. At the same time, it explains the fair dealing exceptions to copyright with much lucidity. New hybrid digital works shall bring forth newer issues as technology develops, and new laws or clarification of existing laws will be required to address new issues in protection of copyrights in the dynamic digital world. With this, I would like to wind up. Thank you.